Hello, I'm Peaceful Nick the Medium. Welcome to my live. I am going to answer some mediumship questions today and do some live readings. I hope you all will join me and ask lots of questions. Let's see if I can get my camera balanced here. It's a little crooked. Hello. I'm Peaceful Nick the Medium. I am an evidential medium specializing in healing messages. I'm here to answer some mediumship questions, do some free live readings if the spirit, shows up. And I also am doing a mediumship event for Father's Day to heal your father wound on June 16th with mediums Kathy Behrens and Wendy D'Angelo. Click likes. Let's get a bunch of people on here. I also have, a website, peacefulnickthemedium.com. Nick is N-I-K. You can go to my YouTube channel and watch free content, all kinds of free mediumship information. I'm also going live there on Monday, live on YouTube for free readings there as well. I'm trying to, spread myself across a bunch of platforms. Hello, October Moon. Good afternoon. I can try to answer relationship questions just as a woman. Gab 88888. I do not make pregnancy predictions. That is a very painful and sensitive topic, and I would not want to hurt anybody by doing that. So I will decline, Jennifer, I will decline from answering that question. I am an evidential medium and I offer private readings. I teach mediumship classes. I do events with my co-mediums, my colleagues, where we donate money. Thank you for the rose. I will try October. I'm just getting started. So hi, Miss Irish Lass. Hello. I haven't been live in a while. I just went to a retreat 2 weeks ago for 4 days, a trauma recovery retreat. And I was going to make all these cool videos because I was up in Paradise, California, out in the country. It's absolutely beautiful. And I was doing equine therapy and all kinds of trauma recovery. And the first night I was there, we were picking wildflowers and I fell down and really, really hurt my ankle and leg. And so I still have my leg up on a stool because I'm in some pain still, but it's getting better. Probably the worst bodily injury I've ever had. So yes, my day is going well. Do I feel it was productive in recovery? So the trauma, thank you, Liz. The trauma recovery is ongoing. So I meet with my trauma therapist every other week because I also go to couples counseling with my husband every week. So I'm in a real place of recovering from things I thought I was recovered from that are coming up again for me. And I think it's because when I'm doing my mediumship work, it's bringing to the surface a lot of things that I have worked on in the past that I need to revisit and look at a little deeper, I'll say. We always think we're overstuffed because it's not happening anymore. That's right, Liz. And you know what's happening. Oh, yeah, it's happening to you too. When I do readings, because of our database in our head as mediums, when I do readings, I get a lot of people who have suffered the same traumas as I have. And so it makes me start thinking about my trauma, even though I have boundaries up and everything, but it still brings stuff to the surface. Thank you, Liz. Thank you. So somebody asked me a question earlier. The Father's Day event. So I want to talk about that. I just got off a call with my business coach and she was asking me about this Father's Day event and why we're doing it. What's the purpose? And so I went on this whole rant about it, and I was thinking I was being kind of negative or mean. And she was like, wow, that's really powerful. So this is the thing. If you are a person in a relationship with a man or have ever been in a relationship with a man, Heather, listen to this. Heather's asking, will my marriage with Joey and intimacy get better? So this is the whole purpose of healing the father wound. I myself have a father wound. My father's still living though. So if you have had a father in your life that was neglectful, absent, addicted to something, abusive to you, or any other number of things where your father wasn't present in a healthy manner in your life. And if any of those things have happened to you, you have a father wound. And if you haven't healed that and gotten your relationship with your father to a healthy state, you are very, very, very likely to have problems with relationships with men in your life because you've got that open wound inside of you that's never been healed. And worst of all, if you're like me and you've had confrontations with your father, and you've said, okay, I feel this way because you did this. I feel this way because you did this. You should have been there for me in this way. You should have supported me in this way. You should have been there for this reason, but instead you were working, or instead you were an addict, or instead you were abusive. Whatever it is that I told him, his response, he didn't hear what I said. He didn't take it in, and he didn't answer with empathy. He did not answer in a way that made me think he understood what I was saying. He felt what I was saying. I don't even know if he believed what I was saying. I was completely invalidated, and I've never recovered my relationship with my father, and that was almost 30 years ago. And so we don't really have a healthy relationship at all. And if that is the case with you, yes, Brandy Lynn, if that's the case with you, and then your father passes and you never get a resolution, you're going to have problems in all your male relationships. It's a big reason why now I'm in marriage counseling with my husband, because I have this fear. My dad left my mom. They had a very awful marriage. I was probably between 3 and 5 years old when he was really gone permanently. Both of them were addicts. And then he moved away and married another woman and raised her 2 children until my mom died. And then that was years later, I moved in with my little sister to that new family unit. But there was no resolution. There was no talking things through completely. It was all kind of on the surface. And so with my husband, I have this deep fear of abandonment, that he's going to leave me for a younger woman. And I didn't know this. I'm getting older. You know, all women, as we age, we're like, oh my God, we see it in the media, the 50-year-old man with a 20-year-old woman, you know, Leonardo DiCaprio. Not to throw him under the bus, but come on. So I have this fear that that's what's going to happen to me based on the trauma from my relationship with my father. So, yeah, so many men won't. Trust me, it's been a process, Liz. Our earliest experiences with our caregivers sets the tone for our relationship. That is absolutely true. Faye says, yes, true. Hi, Dee. My weekend's going good. Hi from Oklahoma. So Heather, I hope that helped. I would try to heal that father wound. And if your father has passed, you guys can join our Father's Day event on June 16th. The link's in my bio. You can go to my website. It's only $25. There's only probably 10 seats left for that because it's very limited seating. It's 3 mediums. So if your father's passed and you don't have that wound healed, it's really, really important to work on that so you can have a healthy relationship with a man in your life now. This goes man to man, woman to man, either way, it doesn't matter. Anybody, there are men with deep father wounds as well. It's probably one of the hardest things for men to accept is if they have an absent father or a poor relationship with their father. D, I am feeling better. Finally, I'm actually walking without my crutches or my boot on today. If you weren't here earlier, I injured myself on my retreat. I guess Spirit wanted me to sit in that hotel room for 4 days, and it was tough. Has a loved one sending them to get my attention? Yeah, so let me just take a sip of water here. Make sure to follow my YouTube channel. I'm going to be going live there on Monday and giving readings. Thank you, Dee, sweetheart. So our loved ones give us signs, and it's so funny because my mom always sends me doves. She loved doves, and ever since she passed away in 1986, I always have this special dove, like literally right outside my window here on the fence. Almost every morning there's a dove sitting there and just doing their little dove noises, telling me good morning. And I always think of my mother when that happens. And my spirit guide sends me snow globes. This is my Mars snow globe. I asked for a snow globe from my spirit guide a couple years ago because I was being skeptical scientist that I am. And lo and behold, I've been bombarded with snow globes for 2 years everywhere I turn. I have another one over there. People just started, I've never received a snow globe in my life as a gift until I asked my spirit guide to show me snow globes. It's the strangest thing, but yes. Okay, so Hazel Moon. For 5 days, there's been a robin that keeps flying into my windows, even different sides of house. Okay, so when that happens, is the first thing you think about, I believe, did you ask me about your mom earlier? The first person you think of that has passed when that happens is the person that's sending you the sign. Now, you can test this because if you're standing around washing dishes, you're not thinking about whether a bird's going to fly into the window, right? You're just washing dishes. You probably got the TV on. There may be kids running around. And then all of a sudden, a bird flies into your window. The first person you think of is the person that is showing you that sign. And there's different ways to look at that. No, this was my first one. Okay. Yeah, Spirit's overachieving. That's right. Thank you, Liz. Yeah, I don't do psychic predictions. I do not, I am psychic, but I have not been properly trained. And I'm just not comfortable right now doing psychic predictions. Now, relationship advice, that's a totally different thing. I can do that all day long. But my specialty is evidential mediumship. Yeah, I can be in bed, cleaning, etc. It's always a hit, then bounce back, then hit again. Interesting. Very interesting. So I am starting my intermediate mediumship class in a couple of months. In the middle of a beginner's class, I'm also starting an advanced mediumship class. So if you have some training and you want to join a class, they're listed on my website. If you have no training and you want to start a beginner's class, that probably won't be until the end of the year. I'm midway through my beginner's class. Is the school year over for you? No, I have until next Friday. It has been a long school year. Are you out, Liz? You are welcome, Hazel Moon. I love that name, by the way. Just Mel, should I stay or go in my marriage? Well, it depends. Are you being narcissistically abused and your spouse is not capable of seeing their flaws or taking accountability? If that's the case and they won't seek counseling, and sometimes narcissists are really good at seeking counseling, and convincing the counselor that they're fine. So if you're in an unhealthy relationship where your spouse is not willing to get help, yes, I would leave. Thank you. My guides gave it to me. Yes, I had to be patient. Oh, speaking of guides, everybody always asks me about finding their spirit guide. If you go on my website and click the free spirit guide link, you will all get a free guide to finding your spirit guide straight to your email immediately. Because finding your spirit guide is one of the things I was the most skeptical about when I became a medium, and it's one of the most important things in my mediumship now. And it's the most common question I get. So I just made a free guide. It's free for anybody. There's also a link to my YouTube video on finding your spirit guide embedded in the document. So when you get the email, there's also a link to my YouTube video on finding your spirit guide. Yay. Good. I'm glad, Hazel. Yeah. It's a pretty simplified version. It's not too wordy. It's, maybe a couple of paragraphs. It's not like 10,000 details. Let's see who asked me. Just Mel has. Okay, perfect. Narcs take therapy tools and use them to abuse. They absolutely do. Dina, has Patrick told Aaron about me? I'm assuming this is some type of relationship issue. Is this some third party are you the third person in the relationship, Dina? Do I do private readings? Yes, I do private readings. Actually, I have a June coupon. It's in my email, and let me look it up. Let me look up my June coupon while we're sitting here, because I'm getting a little older. I do private readings, and during the week in June, I am giving readings during the week now that my school year is ending. So my June coupon is for $30 off summer, all caps 2023. I have Finding Your Spirit Guide workshop, Develop Your Clairs, Psychic versus Medium workshop, all during the week in June. I'm also going to add a workshop, Science and Spirituality. I'm going to be adding that to my website. So my coupon code, capital summer 2023 for June for $30 off private readings. And I will be offering those during the week, because when I work during the school year, I usually don't do private readings during the week because I'm at work. I don't know where Mel. Pinks, it's Dina, it's his best friend. Oh, you want to know if he knows you're dating him? Ask him. Don't be afraid. Ask him. Don't forget, you can get your free guide to your spirit guide on my website. Just click the button, put your email in, and it'll email you a copy. Summer 2023, all caps, is the coupon code for June. I'm offering workshops and readings during the week, during the month of June. I am working on a huge science project in July, which is going to take a lot of my time, because if you don't know me, I'm also a science communicator and educator, and I work for I work for a space advocacy group, and so I'm doing a lot of that work in July. So June is the time. If you want to book a reading, that's the time. Hazel Moon, it's not a warning with the bird. It's not a warning. It's just saying I'm here. I'm here. Yes. Oh, Faye, great question. Can you get smells from the other side? Yes. I have videos on my YouTube channel about that too. They're called clairs. So there's a clair for smelling. People call it different things. Yes, you can get them in your nose. Absolutely. Occasionally I'll smell cigarette smoke. My mom smoked Pall Mall Reds, and occasionally I live in an area where you're not really allowed to smoke, and definitely not in the building I live in. And occasionally I'll smell cigarette smoke. And yes, you can smell things. I've smelled my mother's perfume, which I don't even think is manufactured anymore. She used to wear this cheap, terrible perfume called Taboo. I don't even know. She got it at, I don't even know, some dime store or something. We actually put a bottle of it in her casket when she passed. So yes, you can smell things. Your clair for knowing, that's my strongest clair, is called claircognizance. Like if you've ever had a predictive dream that came true, that's called a precognitive dream. Claircognizance is knowing. When information's just put in your head and you just know it. Clairvoyance is clear seeing. Clairaudience is clear hearing. I also have clair videos on my YouTube channel. Faye, I can't remember, in your nose. You remember that. What do you remember? My mom smells cigarette smoke in her closet. None of us smoke, but my uncle was a very heavy smoker. Yep, exactly. I guess kind of Saturday afternoon's not the best time to go live on TikTok. It's Memorial Day weekend. Everybody's probably out and about. I wonder how many people are on TikTok right now. Interesting. So I was actually supposed to be doing a reading right now, and the lady's Wi-Fi went out. So I'm like, I'll just use this time to go live while nobody's here at my house to interrupt me. Hi, Chunchi. Me what? Me what? The perfume, yeah. Okay. Oh, really? You remember Taboo? Oh, that's funny. That's very funny. I remember the bottle. The smell was really striking, we'll say. Hi, Chunchi. Hello. Hello. Yeah, tap the screen. I wanted to do some readings. Readings. While nobody's here my family's gone out for the day because I was doing readings earlier. How fascinating that your husband's name is David. I have that written on a piece of paper right next to me. Look, here, I'll hide the other stuff. David. That's funny. All right, let's see. All I keep thinking of, Faye, is because your last name's Dutton, is the show Yellowstone. So let me see if David will connect. Okay. Oh, what'd I do? I did something. Sorry. I pressed something. No. I almost blocked you by accident. I don't know why that keeps popping up. Yeah, it's weird, right, Faye? Hold on, wounded womb. Let's see. I'm going to try to do a reading for Faye, okay? So everybody, just be patient. Give me a minute to connect, and let's see. Faye, I'm hearing I was too young to pass. Would that make sense for you? I was too young to pass is the sentence that's going through my head. Just give me a yes or a no. It's a yes or a no. Yes. Okay. Thank you, Liz. Hold on, Chunchi. Too young to pass. I'm feeling, I don't know if this is, it's something in the chest. I don't know if it's congestive heart failure, lung disease, something in the chest. Did something in the chest affect him? Something in the chest. And this may not have been the cause of his death, but this may have been an ongoing issue. Lung. Okay, thank you. I feel very fluid in the lung. The lungs are filling up with fluid at the time of the passing. Like almost at the very end, they filled up with fluid. Does that make sense? And I feel like, and he keeps talking. Was he concerned about his health before? Okay, yes, thank you. Was he concerned about his health before? Like, I feel like there was something going on already and he wasn't really going to the doctor when he was supposed to. He wasn't getting the checkups he was supposed to. And then he got this issue. But his health prior to this issue affected him passing in the way he passed. Does that make sense? I'm not sure if that's the old yes or the new yes. I think that's the new yes. Okay. Yes, okay. I feel like he's trying to spit up phlegm or choke up fluid. Was he intubated? I just feel like I'm choking. Did they ever stick a tube down his throat? Okay. Just whatever was happening to his lungs, he's showing me it stopped his heart. Whatever was happening, he's like this and then this. Like it was like fluid around it that wasn't supposed to be there. And I just feel like I want to cough and choke and spit and get this tube out. Thank you for all the likes. Thank you for all the follows. Yes, okay, thank you. He's saying, and sometimes they say random things that are meaningless. So if this is meaningless, just ignore it. Or you might remember it later. That happens all the time. It's called psychic amnesia, where somebody you give a reading to doesn't remember until later. And then they send you pictures or emails. He's talking about a horse. So I don't know if he had a horse when he was younger or had a horse, some type of large animal he's showing me. Would you understand why he's showing me that? And I just feel like I can't catch my breath. Like I see him falling off of this animal. No, doesn't make sense. Okay, because I feel like there's, and this could be for somebody else who's looking for a reading also, because that happens too. There's crossover. So if anybody's loved one fell off a horse or you fell off a horse, let me know. Okay. Let me remove that horse imagery and set it aside and get a message from David. Did you, after his passing or around the time of his passing, was there a problem with the home you were living in? Hi, Lynn. You must be watching from the airport. Was there a problem with the home, the paperwork for the home, the insurance on the home, something about the home? Have a safe trip, Lynn. Yes, okay, because maybe he was saying house instead of horse. Because, those are only one letter apart. Okay. And he wants to apologize because he's taking responsibility for the fact that he didn't have the paperwork in order for this to be easy because he wasn't expecting to be passing when he was. Do you understand that? Sorry about the crinkly noise. Okay. He wants to apologize, and he's talking about how alone you felt, and he's showing me in the bedroom, you're sitting on the edge of the bed. This is a scene, and you're crying. You're crying like this. And he's showing me putting his hand on your shoulder. Would you have ever felt his presence when you were sitting on the edge of the bed and you felt like he was there with you? And he's saying stubborn, stubborn. He's yelling stubborn. Okay. So this is, he said, ask her about the couch, and he's saying he's stubborn. So he's showing me the scene clearly. So you've never cried and felt his presence, or been sad and felt his presence. I don't know if you guys can hear the outside noise is picking up. No. Interesting. Are you the stubborn one in the family? Because he's saying stubborn, stubborn, stubborn. He keeps repeating that. He's laughing now. Okay, well, let me get his message. Because he just keeps yelling stubborn, stubborn, stubborn. All right. And he's going like this now. I want to be stubborn. He's saying, I want to be stubborn. Now I'm going to be stubborn. He's like, you're not remembering. So he's kind of being funny. He's like, come on, come on, come on, come on, remember. Hi, Barbara. He's like, come on, come on, come on, remember. He's like, you're not looking at it with clear eyes. Are you trying to figure something out or find something? The couch were you sitting on the couch or the bed? I was just saying the couch. Were you trying to figure out or find something? Because he's saying you need to have your clear eyes, a clear point of view. Something's going on you're trying to figure out or find. Okay. He wants you to, shift your perspective. Take a break, take a step back from this thing that you're trying to figure out. Take a step back. Shift your perspective, take a break, do something completely different, and then look again. Okay, on money a long time ago. Okay, look again when you have a new perspective. Know that your husband is safe. He's at peace. He's not in pain. You are very loved, even though sometimes you may question, just question things. You are loved. He's with you, and the couch is gone. Oh, okay. That's why he was saying, okay. So fascinating. Know you are loved. And I just want to ask you one more odd question, okay? Because I'm trying to push this back because I thought it was my imagination. Did somebody cut open the couch? Thank you, Lynn. And Liz. Did somebody cut open the couch? Something happened to the couch. Yes. Oh, thank you. I wasn't going to say it. I was like, that is a crazy thing. Who cuts open their couch? Okay, because he's showing me cutting open the couch. Okay. That's his, that's why he said couch earlier. Okay. Okay. That's just evidence saying he's telling you that, because how would I know, right? Okay, great. So I'm going to leave you with his love, and listen for him, or pay attention for signs from him. Pay attention to, because he keeps showing me putting his hand on your shoulder. So pay attention if you feel something and you may second guess it. Pay attention to see if you feel his presence, because he keeps saying he's coming around. And don't second guess yourself. Don't second guess yourself. He wants you to know that that's him. If you're like, is that, could it be? Could it be? It is. He's coming around. He's coming around to show you he's there and he loves you. And I will leave you with all his love. And thank you so much. Yay for all the presents. I have all that stuff from all my lives in my TikTok somewhere, and I don't know what to do with it. Thank you so much, Faye. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody, for being patient. So just to let you know, I have a free guide to your spirit guide. You can get on my website. Just click the button, put your email in. It'll send it right to your email. It also has a link to my free YouTube video about finding your spirit guide. It'll walk you through the whole process. You can book readings on my website. I have a code for June, summer 2023, all caps, to save $30. I offer classes. I offer mentorships. I offer workshops. I offer all kinds of different things. And there is a Father's Day mediumship event with myself, Kathy Behrens, and Wendy D'Angelo. That is June 16th. And I explained about father wounds earlier at the beginning of the live. If you've got unresolved issues with your father, maybe he was an addict, maybe he was neglectful, maybe he harmed you in some way, and then you never got the resolution you needed or wanted, and then he passed, you have a chance to join our group reading. It's only $25, and there's only about 10 spots left. So that you can also go through my website to book. It's the Father's Day special event. Proceeds will go to first responders. We always donate a portion of our proceeds. So join that. Thank you. Thank you, Lynn. Let's see. Oh, yes, Liz, that would be great. I don't know what to do with them. They're just sitting there. One year I donated the total to a charity for Christmas for kids in need of toys, but I never got it out of TikTok because I don't know how to get it out, and I'm so busy all the time. All right, Chunchi asked me something earlier. Can you repeat your question from earlier? All right, let's see. Christine Martinez. Christine, and if this isn't for you, please accept my apology. I'm seeing, he's showing me a child or children. I don't know if you lost a child or lost a pregnancy. If that's too sensitive, you don't have to answer. Oh, thank you, lady. Jeanette. Just be patient while I wait for Christine to answer. Yes, okay. Because that's what's coming through. And this was your boyfriend's child as well. Because they're okay together. I am feeling a very male energy. Now, I don't know if that's because your boyfriend is standing there with the child or if the child is also a male. Can you validate that for me? And they're saying, stop beating yourself up. Stop beating yourself up. Stop beating yourself up. Stop beating yourself up. You're repeating it. Like you are, it was too soon. You are, you're blaming yourself. Like they're making me feel how in pain you are. Let me take a couple. Okay, yes. They're saying, forgive yourself. They're like yelling it. Forgive yourself. There was nothing you could have done to change what happened. Nothing you could have done. Thank you, Maggie and Gracie. You did everything right. You did everything you were supposed to do. You did the right thing. So someone in this scenario, suffers from addiction, and I almost can't tell if it's you or him. I don't know if you had an enmeshed relationship with the boyfriend where you were both codependent with each other. If you could validate yes or no to addiction. I hope you're still here. My comments aren't loading. Yes, okay. And that's why you blame yourself. And he's saying the old quote, when you know better, you do better. Because your background, the trauma you experienced in your life, the events in your life, unfolded in a way where you didn't know what a healthy relationship looked like. You didn't know how it was supposed to be. You didn't know any better because the examples you were given weren't good to, how do I say it? You didn't have good role models as far as how a relationship's supposed to be, how you're supposed to be kind to yourself. Does that make sense? And make sure if you're waiting, you can, and thank you for all the follows. Very good. Been sober, congratulations. Been sober 23 years. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, there's a lot of shame around addiction and guilt, even if you work your steps. I have, both my parents were addicts. I married an alcoholic who's been sober almost 25 years. I have a lot of information in my brain about that. So I'm proud of you, and I know how hard that is. But you can carry shame even if you work the steps and you go to therapy. There are going to be times when you still beat yourself up, and they really want you to work on forgiving yourself. Number one priority, forgive yourself. Is that something you're working on? Working through the shame and self-forgiveness. Thank you for everyone joining on this Saturday afternoon, on this holiday weekend. I appreciate that. Be sure to check out my other socials, my YouTube channel, Peaceful Nick the Medium, same spelling, no underscores. I'll be going there. I'll be going live there on Monday. Live free readings. This was kind of impromptu. Live. I wasn't planning this live, but Monday's live is on YouTube at, I think I set it for 1 p.m. Pacific time. I've lost all 4 sisters and brother. I was the oldest. Yes, I've been trying to deal with this. Okay. So I just want you to know, hold on. Somebody is jingling wind chimes. Do you have wind chimes, or do wind chimes resonate with you from someone in your family? Because I hear the jingling of the wind chimes. It might sound silly, but yes. Okay, awesome. They're just jingling them so you know. Remember. They're saying remember. And they're talking about the tragedy. I assume with that many people lost in your life, has been one tragedy after another. Know that your loved ones are in spirit. They are orbs of pure love and energy. They can surround you. What people don't understand is heaven or the spirit world. Oh, it's your favorite. Wonderful. That's why they brought it up. Wonderful. What people don't understand is heaven or the spirit world is not far away in the sky in the clouds. That is not where it is. I don't know if any of you are familiar with me, but I'm a scientist. I have a biology bachelor's degree, a master's degree in astronomy and physics. So I know a lot about the quantum realm. And the quantum world is overlapped. The spirit world is overlapped with us. So the reason I can communicate with spirit and get information like the wind chimes for you is because I am just tapping into that other realm, which is right here next to us. And anybody can do it. You can tap into your loved ones, your boyfriend, your brother, your sisters. You can hear them. You can communicate with them at any time. The good thing about having a medium is it validates the information because I tell you what they're showing me and you can say yes. The thing you don't want to do is, if you're communicating by yourself, is just start making stuff up in your head and not being sure if they're really saying that or not. So you kind of have to be careful with that. And I will be doing a spiritual and scientific workshop, spirit versus science workshop, coming up in late June. So that's not published on my website yet, but you can email me if you have a question. And then we had, I just want to tell you, your loved ones are with you. You are loved. Keep looking out for the signs and feel all their love and that you're surrounded. And your sobriety is wonderful, and I'm so proud of you. You are very welcome. Very welcome. All right, Chunchi, come back if you're still here. I think you were waiting for a message, and I can't remember what it was. I get real thirsty when I do readings. Hi. Anyone for me? Well, You, as soon as I read that, okay, thank you, Liz. As soon as I read that, a big dog came through. Do you have a dog in spirit? It's either a big dog or a small horse. I think it's a big dog, though. I'm glad you're watching. And so we'll wait. So while we wait for Chunchi's, yes, okay. Big dog. I just feel like he's real sloppy and floppy, but fun and sweet and loving. Just like a big, and I'm not trying to be mean, but just kind of big, silly, not the smartest dog. Not the smartest dog. I feel like he was goofy. I feel like it was a he. I could be wrong on that. Just a big, floppy, goofy dog that almost was like the rug in the living room. Yes. Not smart. Oh, she. Okay. I feel like she just kind of took over the room. Okay. A big, sweet dog. And now she's showing me carrying her leash in her mouth. Like, is this a trick you taught her? Carrying her leash in her mouth, like when she wanted to take a walk? And almost like she was too lazy to play fetch. Or she would only fetch once or twice and then just kind of lay down? No on the leash. Okay. Did she not want to play fetch? I don't know. She's talking about the fetch and she didn't really want to do it. Like she'd do it and then she just kind of lay down. So while I wait for the comments to load, you can get your free guide to your spirit guide on my website. It'll be sent. She was not that smart. Okay. Yeah, I was trying to be nice. The dog I'm seeing, and sometimes the color can be off because I'm just seeing what's in my database, so it can be off a little. I'm just seeing a big furry, I don't know if she's like white with brown patches or just a lighter color. I'm just seeing a big furry floppy dog. Like from that movie. I can't remember the name of that movie. With the big dog. I don't remember the name of it. Oh, gray. Okay. Okay. So just know that her energy is still around and she's like, I was there to teach you a lesson. Silver. Okay. So a lighter color. I was there to teach you a lesson. So do you feel like in your relationship with this dog, even if you were aggravated and like, oh my God, this is so much work, the dog's relationship with you learned a lot. Oh yeah, that's Beethoven. That's what I was thinking, Lizard Queen. Like you learned a lesson by having this dog in your life. While I wait for the comments to load, we have a Father's Day special event, June 16th. She was very short time period with me. Okay. Okay, so just know that I think it's really sweet that the dog came through with you to talk to you. And, you know, the spirits of animals are around us, even if we don't ever really think about it. Yes, you learn to be patient. Very good. Very good. Very good. And just know that they're around and you're loved. And I want you to have a wonderful day. I'm all about the fur babies. Well, that's why a dog came through. I'm always reluctant to say that because sometimes people are really like, want to talk to a human. But when a dog comes through for me, that's not really my specialty. I don't really get a lot of animals. So when I see an animal, I know it's important. You are very, very welcome. Somebody asked me something. Books are life. Does anyone in spirit have advice on how to currently deal with my mom? She has been very difficult. Well, boundaries. This is just me as a person. I'm a mother and I'm a daughter, obviously. Boundaries, strict boundaries. And what a boundary looks like is, Mom, if you complain about my relationship, my house, my car, if you complain about this thing when I see you, I will be going home, or I will leave wherever we're at. Or if you come to my home and rearrange my cabinets, you will no longer be welcome in my home. And that sounds mean and harsh, but a boundary isn't like, hey, Mom, don't do that anymore. That's not a boundary. A boundary is, if you do this, I will do this. And it's to protect you. So I would say, as a human, as a person, as a mom, as a healer and a guide, boundaries. And if she's suffering from some kind of addiction or something, you might have to cut ties. You have a blessed day as well. You are welcome. Books are life. I'm fine with all my dogs. Good, good, good. Oh, probably Maggie and Gracie. I would say that happens a lot. I would say Maggie and Gracie want to know if her parents sent her rescue kitten Gracie to her. Yes, I think that is probably true. So my voice is starting to get raspy, and I have about a 1 hour window for lives. You're welcome. I will be doing a live on YouTube. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, because I'll be doing a lot more lives in June over there. Sporadically on TikTok, but my lives on YouTube will be scheduled. More readings there, more information about mediumship there. Get your free guide to your spirit guide, and on my website, just put your email in and you'll get it immediately. You can register for our Father's Day special event on my website as well. It's only $25. There's only 10 seats left. Help heal your father wound. I want to thank Liz for helping me, Wounded Womb Warrior for joining me, and Kathy. Hi, I'm wrapping up, Kathy. And I would also like to thank my business coach, Lynn. If anybody needs to help with running their small business, their witchy business, their tarot business, their mediumship or psychic business, Lynn Pease, the Tarotpreneur, how does she title it? Witchy Business Coach. Follow medium Kathy Behrens. She's one of the mediums that that is hosting the event with me on June 16th as well. Everybody have a wonderful and safe weekend. Thank you so much for joining my live on YouTube Monday at 1 p.m. Pacific time. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. Thank you. Bye.